All right, guys. So we're going to start looking at the next couple of letters. So last week we did L and B, and we learned about that large undercurve, right? And then coming back down. So we're going to move on now to H and F. And you'll see H and F both have that large undercurve, okay? And it ends with an undercurve, doesn't it? Look, F begins with a large undercurve, comes down, and then it ends with an undercurve as well. So let's take a look at the letter H. Okay, and we can also see how the H connects to the next letter because the undercurve that begins the E is the same undercurve that ends the H. All right, so let's zoom in a little bit more. So we have something new happening. So we're not, instead of with the B where we're scooping and check marking, we're going to start with a large undercurve. When I hit the blue, I'm coming not as slanted down, but I'm just getting, it's still slanted. It's not up and down. It's not like this. It's not like this. Okay? It's not like that. You want to make sure that you're still coming back down in this, in this direction, okay? It may not be this direction, like this slanted as the first line, but it's still going to be slanted, as you can see if you line up your pencil, okay? So again, we don't pick up our pencil whenever we're writing, but I'm just doing it to show you what's happening. So we've got a large undercurve. We come down. When we hit that pink line, you remember how we talked about how sometimes whenever you start going a different direction, the lines overlap? Well, that's exactly what's happening here. So we're going to make a little bump right there. We're going to come down and hit the pink, and then we're going to undercurve to the dash blue. So again, so we're undercurving, coming down, and then we're not doing this, okay? Look at the difference between this and this. Do you see how there's this gap right here? That shouldn't be there. This should be overlapping right here, okay? So this is what not to do. You also need to write that whenever you're writing, okay? And this is on page 52 and 53, by the way, because I forgot to mention that. So let's practice a little bit. So we're going to start at that green dot. We're going to large undercurve, come back down, make a little bump, touch the pink, undercurve to the dash blue. So let's look again. Look, big gap, no, no. No gap, yes, yes. All right. So then down at the bottom, you're going to be joining it to other letters, and you're going to be joining other letters to it, to the H. So if we start with an H, we're going to large undercurve, come back down, make our little hump, and connect our E, okay? So again, this undercurve, the end of the H, becomes the undercurve at the beginning of the E, okay? Down here, if I was, let's say, connecting, so let's look at these two examples. So if there's a check mark before it, your undercurve becomes a little bit shorter, right? If there's no check mark, if it starts at the bottom pink at the end of that last letter, then you're going to come up just like normal and do your undercurve. So I'm going to show you with the W real quick. So I'm going to do my W, 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 and then with that check mark, it's going to become the start of the undercurve of the H, and then we've got that right there, okay? So let's look at F now. So you can definitely see how the F is slightly present in this cursive F because we've got this curve at the top, and then we've got a line that comes down. So it's kind of hiding in there, okay? So we're going to start with a large undercurve. This stroke right here, guys, that's exactly the same for L, for B, for H, and for F, okay? So we're going to come down, and we're not going to stop at the pink. We're going to go all the way down to that solid blue line. And then we make a little curve that ends at the pink, and then our undercurve at the end. Okay? I know that was kind of a lot of strokes. So let's try another one. Let me show you again what it does not do. It does not go like this and then come all the way up. You see the difference? This one only comes up to that bottom pink line. It doesn't come all the way up here, okay? You want to make sure that your little loop down here stays between the pink solid line and the blue solid line. So let's do it again. So we're going to, oh, goodness, it's hard grip. So we're going to start at the green dot. We're going to large undercurve, come back down, not stopping at the pink, stopping at the solid blue, giving my little loop that stops at the pink, undercurve to end it. I'm going to do one more. Starting at the green dot, large undercurve, coming slanted straight down until I hit the solid blue, little loop, undercurve to end it up at the dash line. Okay? When I join it to other letters, it's just like the beginning stroke of the next letter. Okay? So if I want to join F to L, I'm going to large undercurve, come all the way down to that blue, loop, undercurve to end it, but I'm not ending it because I have to do my L. Okay? So that undercurve where we would end the F becomes the undercurve where we would begin the L. And if I'm joining something to F, ooh, look at this guy right here. So if I have IFE, I'm going to do my I like normal. Okay? I'm going to come all the way up, not stopping at the pink, stopping at the blue, curving up to the pink, and then this ending undercurve becomes the beginning of my E. Dot your I at the end. All right, guys, so you have that page. Remember, look at this first line as a reference, okay? Your F's should look just like these that you trace. If your F's don't look like these, you know something has happened. Something's wrong. All right? Good job, my friends. Get busy.